Welcome to Fine Living, presented by Jim Reif Builders on 1240 Radio WOMT.
And good morning, Laker, and welcome back to Fine Living here on 1240 Radio WOMT, presented by Jim Reif Builders. In the studio once again, Mr. Jim Reif.
Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Excellent. Today, Jim, we are talking about something we've never talked about on the show, and it's LED bulbs.
Yeah, I thought we'd talk about a little something new and different. I mean, not the bulbs are not new, but
Right.
for us,
New for us to talk about.
to talk about it and help the consumer out a little bit.
Absolutely.
In that, so.
And that's one of the purpose of the show is to just kind of like educate consumers and homeowners as to home maintenance and things.
That's correct. So
LED bulbs. What is an LED bulb for those that don't know?
Well, LED bulb is a light emitting diode. That's what the LED stands for. Now,
I did not know that.
I'm far from an expert on LED bulbs, but I'm know enough to be dangerous. How does that sound?
Okay.
So LED bulb is actually kind of like a semiconductor kind of thing where it resists, some electricity to make the light. So when used properly, LED bulbs are more energy efficient. They're more durable. They last a lot longer than incandescent bulbs, and of course, save energy.
And I also know that LED, though, they produce very little heat, correct?
That is correct. I mean, one of the examples I kind of thought of when I was prepping for the show is that a lot of the cities have changed to LED bulbs in the stop-and-go lights.
Oh, really?
So if you notice when we get those driving snows in wintertime, the lights actually typically have snow sticking to them more because the light doesn't warm up to melt the snow.
It's not melting the snow. Interesting.
So the city's got to go around and typically clean those.
Interesting.
So that's kind of a neat thing. So typically, if you have an incandescent bulb, it's going to throw off heat. So if you have them on a long time, like on a weekend and such, and
Sure.
it's darker out, and it's going to help heat the room. Well, if you put LED bulbs in, it's not going to heat the room as much.
Right.
So it's something to be aware of.
Energy savings as well, then?
Energy savings because of the fact that it uses a lot less electricity and stuff. The durability of the bulb kind of comes from the fact that because it doesn't produce as much heat, it lasts a lot longer. Where incandescent bulbs, when they throw off the heat, it also shortens the life of them. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of some of the things that are pretty neat about the LED bulbs. So one of the other things that was pretty neat when I was researching this is that LED bulbs, typically, when we want to buy it for our residence and put it in our house, they typically don't throw off naturally white light.
Okay.
So they typically throw off a different color. So they have to mix colors somehow to make it white.
Interesting.
Very interesting. So so that's one of the neat things about them. LED is also a little bit more directional source light, so it's going to be a little more focused light, not spread out as easy to the room. Now they are working on that, and they're getting better, and engineering techniques and the manufacturing techniques are allowing that to happen. But traditionally, it started out as more of a focus or spot type lighting.
Okay.
But now they're getting better, and then so you may see some of those available that will throw light off better in for the entire room.
Okay. And what about the watts and things like that as well, too?
Well, that's one of the big neat things about it. So if you took a standard 65-watt light bulb, so it's going to use 65 watts as it's operating, that's going to throw off 540 looms, which is a measurement for light. So that's a loom is a measurement that they use to tell how much light is being done. And in the commercial buildings, they do that a lot because it's important to have proper lighting. They measure that. In a home, they don't typically do that, but it's a measure of calculation of measurement of light. So if you choose a 10-watt LED bulb, so you're using 54 watts of electricity difference there when it's operating, that'll typically throw off about 700 looms, which is brighter. So, I mean, you're getting 160 looms more for a substantially lot less wattage.
Absolutely. So it's making things brighter and
brighter and more energy efficient. So you're going to lower your electricity bill.
What about our LEDs? Can you dim LEDs?
They are dimmable. But you have not everyone is. So you have to look at the box when you're buying them to make sure it's a dimmable LED. But yes, they do have dimmable LEDs out there, which is important because if they are brighter, it may be at times you do want to dim them down in the room so that they don't. Because it isn't so bright because maybe you're just watching TV and you need it so intense.
More information, where can they go to learn more about LED lights?
Well, Energy Star is pretty common out there, and people know about Energy Star from us talking about it and others. So they have a great website, and they have an information on LEDs there. So I think that's a great resource. You can also check at your local hardware stores and such. They can help you out with the energy saving bulbs, and it's a great opportunity for people to upgrade and make their home brighter, which is nice, especially with our winters being as long as they are, and then save some energy.
And Jim, for more information on how people can get a hold of Jim Reif Builders, where can they go?
Well, you can check us out on Facebook. We have a great presence on Facebook. We have an awesome website, jimreifbuilders.com. And we'd love to hear from you, folks. Give us a call, 684-6899.
Thanks for listening to Fine Living, presented by Jim Reif Builders, the leader in new construction and remodeling here on the Lakeshore. Let their vision enrich your lifestyle. Tune in again next week for another episode of Fine Living on 1240 Radio, WOMT. To learn more, visit jimreifbuilders.com.